What up to the Podverse and all those people sleeping in the cloud? My name is Rod. Welcome to the Blacklog, where we talk about TV, film, music, and sometimes we just digress and drink coffee. I said we because the we constitutes that I have a co-host, a cohort, a partner in crime, dare I say. I hope Robert Townsend doesn't have the copyright on that phrase. You know people are litigious nowadays. I want to send a shout out and say a hello to my brother, Ryan.
What's up? What's up?
That's...
Hey, man. Keep it simple. Keep it simple.
How's your week been, man?
It's all right, I guess. I'm ready to do this, man. Hey, man, I enjoy this, bro.
This is it. This is banter. It's a little banter.
I enjoy this.
This is banter. Where we going? Like,
it's kind of, hey, bro. It's like when you were young, parents say, "Hey, what you do at school today?" Nothing. How was school today? It's all right. All right.
Well, as we've said before, this is the Blacklog. Like I said, we talk about TV, film, music, and we digress. Mm-hmm. But we decided to go in on the seminal TV show, A Sitcom, A Different World. And this is episode Quattro. On the Quattro, episode 4. Isn't that? That is 4, right?
7.
Quattro? Huh?
Oh, this is our 4th show. Oh, yeah.
This is our 4th show. How about that?
I'm thinking about the episodes we're doing.
No.
My bad.
It's episode 4, but we are doing episodes 7 and 8. How about that?
I took French in high school.
Well, I remember a little bit from Spanish. Espanol. Like I say, episode 7 is titled, Sometimes You Get the Bear, Sometimes the Bear Gets You. Written by a name we've heard before, Thad Mumford of MASH, Electric Company, The Cosby Show fame. It's directed by Ellen Gittleson, which was Ellen Falcon, where we talked about directing previous episodes. Since the last episode, Ellen got married. Ironically, Ellen got married to Gary Gittleson, who in the late 90s, mid-90s, was president of Marvel.
Really?
Yes. Gary Gittleson, he's a boxing enthusiast to my knowledge, and he was president. Like, I would see him sometimes at the set of, when she directed Living Single, I would see him every night, and like, in so many words, I was talking to Kevin Feige at the time.
Okay.
Except Marvel was just not Marvel as it is now at this moment in time. But
it was Marvel to me. I used to read those Marvel books, so
yes,
back in the day,
definitely.
Shout out to the bookworm on Reed. Used to be on Reed Boulevard, right behind the Tasty Donuts. I used to get all my comic books from it.
Are they paying you something? Are they paying you for this?
Hey man, I'm pretty sure the bookworm's closed by now, man.
Okay. The storyline is Grandpa, a.k.a. Russell Huxtable, a.k.a. Grandpa Huxtable, has come down for homecoming, and he wants to pull off a prank and steal the rival mascot's head. At the same time, Denise, Jaleesa, and Maggie also want to steal the mascot's head. I must say that I think it's ironic that last episode, are we talking about, didn't Rudy just visit?
Yep.
Rudy
now we got Grandpa.
And now Grandpa Huxtable is there. I mean, if it's my room,
cool. I think this is cool.
I get it, but if it's like, if it's my roommate, it's like, hey man, every week we got somebody new coming. What's going on? Yeah. Can we enjoy college? Hey Denise, could you put the brakes on Brooklyn for a hot second? We start our episode off in the gymnasium, where it's homecoming fever is about. Maggie,
right? Isn't it so '80s, bro. That they always putting up balloons, bro, in the
Always.
gym for
In the
homecoming.
gym.
It doesn't matter if it's college, high school,
Always.
elementary. Always putting up balloons, bro.
Always. And Maggie, Jaleesa, and Denise are helping decorate for the homecoming banquet. Can't help but think to myself, hey, Denise, you got a 1.7. Maybe you need to be in study hall instead of trying extracurricular activities.
Say, bro, Denise is doing everything but schoolwork, bro.
But schoolwork. Exciting. And I must apologize. I think a couple episodes ago I spoke on his hat. It is still, it's kind of like a mini, I had said that it's like Prince's hat that he wore in the mountains video. It's kind of a mini mountains, but it's still a hat. It's kind of like, I know you might not know this, but Kung Lao, bro, in Mortal Kombat, bro. He swing the hat off his head, bro. That little Kung Lao action, bro. I know what you, I know what you're talking about. That's hilarious. Jaleesa comes in, and we learn that she has a solo in the choir. How about that? The Hillman choir. Jaleesa, she's participating in a lot of things, isn't she now? You notice that?
Very, still got a very 1960-ish, 1940-ish type HBCU going on right here in the 80s.
Hillman is playing Dominion, which I'm assuming is kind of a play on Old Dominion University for homecoming. That is who they're playing for homecoming. Grandpa, Denise won't, and they, Jaleesa and Maggie go to Denise. Hey, Denise, it's about Operation Yogi. We're stealing the bear head. And Denise is like, oh, no. My grandpa is going to be here. I can't be seen doing anything wrong. I can't have that happen. I can't. I shan't.
For you young folks out there, Yogi is Yogi Bear, if you've ever heard of him. Yogi Bear. It was
hey, boo-boo. Hey, boo-boo. Sinbad sighting. And this week...
Please tell us what Sinbad is, bro.
Sinbad is
Please tell us what Sinbad is, bro.
He's the dome director. Add on to his resume, he is also the assistant football coach because he walks in with a football in his hand.
Was he assistant or head?
Assistant. And he got a whistle around his neck. Like, cause that's what the football coach does. He carries the football.
Pay close attention, people. Sinbad, assistant football coach. There's a theme going on.
There's a theme. I gotta ask, is this dude the entire, at this point, I'm feeling like he's the entire athletic department. I'm just throwing that out there.
I don't know anybody else in the athletic department except for Sinbad, bro.
He is the entire, like, how much are you paying him?
Nobody else.
And he's a dome director. You should be paying this man a lot of money. I'm not saying you should pay him like Nick Saban, but he's doing a lot. He's carrying a lot of time.
He should be, but
he's doing a lot.
Kind of HBCU-ish.
Earl Hyman. I need to comment on Earl Hyman. Earl Hyman, who plays Grandpa Russell Huxtable. He is from Rocky Mount, North Carolina.
Oh, really?
His cousin is the late Phyllis Hyman.
Really? Love Phyllis Hyman.
And wait.
On the moon.
Hey, we can't afford that. Stop that. We can't stop that. I can't afford that. I can't. If somebody complains, we can't afford that.
I can't sing it.
Yeah, no, I don't. But here's the one that I don't think many people know. He is the voice of Panthro on Thundercats.
I saw that I think that was earlier this summer, bro. I was like, wow. Then I thought about it. I was like, yeah, that's Panthro.
He's Panthro. He was Panthro on Thundercats. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Thundercats. Oh.
Do you know that if I met Grandpa Huxtable now, I would be more starstruck knowing that he was Panthro than knowing that he was Grandpa Huxtable.
I know. I know you would. You'd be like, you were Panthro. That's all you would keep saying.
Bro.
dude, you're Panthro? That's all you would keep saying.
Bro. Oh my gosh, bro.
You would keep saying that. You are Panthro? Man. We open in the lobby. Stevie is arranging flowers, and Russell, a.k.a. Panthro, and his divorcee friend and classmate, Dr. Cordell Overby, come in. He's here to get the draws. I'm not going to lie. He's just here. He's here this weekend to get some draws. That's all. He's a divorcee, and he is here to get some draws. He's hitting on Stevie, which gets kind of weird. He hits on Stevie. Russell is inquiring where his granddaughter is, and Russell asked Stevie about her grades. Everyone knows that. Yeah. It's like the entire campus knows that, look, don't tell anybody about Denise's grades, like everybody. Oh, Denise Huxtable? Like, I feel a random person could say, secret. Denise Huxtable is dumb.
I got a secret. Don't tell anybody. Her grades suck.
Oh my God. The ladies roll in, and Russell brought her some home cooking. Peach cobbler. Seems as though he ate a few cookies on the way down. Like Denise was upset, but I guess Grandma Huxtable was there, but they couldn't afford it for this episode. Enough. Grandpa Huxtable was enough. Dwayne falls through, and we realize that he is the Hillman mascot. He's got
the mascot supposed to be a secret?
Ding, 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 ding. I always thought that too. It's always support. I mean, it just 4 years ago, I learned who was the Bison while I was at Howard. I said, really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just learned. I was like, that was him? Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm
not really understanding it.
So, but Denise, she's happy to see Grandpa. Oh, Grandpa's so happy to hear you. Yeah, I heard you had problems with your sister last week. I hear you with your sister last week, turning into some snotty little heifer. What was it? What the hell was going on with that? What the hell was going on with that?
Who is this with me?
Who is this with me? Talking about my granddaughter's name. I'll get your grandma to slap her. So we kind of set up our story. We know that they're here. We're at the pit. Russell and Dr. Overby are talking about back in the day when he was in the band, but he never had the heart to pull the prank instead of steal the bear head. But his friend Dr. Overby did. And Dr. Overby's like, I don't know why you worried about this, whatever. You ain't going to do it anyway. And then he says, I bet you $100 you won't. Bet. Ain't that something? Everything changes when money gets involved.
I think everything changes once you go back to homecoming, bro. Because Grandpa Huxtable is just... and then it's like he gets back on campus, bro. It's just... all bets are off.
He's like, yeah, he just kind of loses it. Like I say, as I said, we learned that Dwayne is he's the Falcon. He's the mascot or whatever. Grandpa had noticed that, and when he was at the pit, Dwayne came down and, he said, yo, let me talk to you. I need to talk to you, young man. He said, aren't you the mascot, that type of thing? And he starts implicating that he wants to take the head. Then note, let me state this. This is the pit. This is the emptiest we have ever seen the pit in all the episodes we've watched. And if the pit would be really crowded, it is on homecoming weekend. The pit is empty.
Everybody's on the yard, bro. They all on the yard, bro.
Okay, you just like to help them out. Okay.
They're all on the yard. That's what
you're helping them out. And he starts to talk to him about he starts the subject up of stealing the bear head. We go back to the dorm to see the ladies. Jaleesa and Maggie are still trying to get Denise to be down.
Yeah, Maggie was kind of pushy too.
Pushy. And I have something to say about that later on. And she is not, because she doesn't want to do this. And Whitley falls through because she needs her dress to get zipped. Whitley throws shade about stealing the mascot, and suddenly Denise is ready when Whitley steals it. Whitley throws shade about stealing. Denise is now ready to do what she would say she would never do just seconds later. And I can't help but ask, why does Whitley, and I'm sorry,
Really?
She infuriates people. Jaleesa, what did Jaleesa? Jaleesa became dorm. Is she still dorm mom? Is she still dorm stitch?
You know what though? I have some. There are some people who
Willie knew the assignment. Willie knew the assignment.
Yeah, but there are people who I can think of in my life who probably infuriate me that way. Like not to go and do things like that, but every time the name comes up, I'm just like,
it's just like,
I'm thinking of somebody right now, and I'm just like,
makes you purse the lips, like you purse those lips to you. And you say, I'm an adult now. I'm a grown adult now, and I'm not going to do that. So now we know Denise is down. Jaleesa and Whitley and we'll talk about that later. Jaleesa and Whitley were on the verge. If you look, I don't know if you noticed it, they were on the verge of fighting. After the little joke she said about her dad, they were literally on the edge. They were like, Jaleesa moves toward her like she wants to, and Maggie steps in front of her. I said, Maggie, they got heat going on here. We go back to the pit. Grandpa Huxtable has got Dwayne down to help him steal the bedhead. And first thing he says is, please tell Denise that I helped you out. Grandpa Russell's like, hold on, partner. I got a reputation to uphold. I'm a grandpa. I'm a grandpa. Let's slowly roll. Leave it at that.
That's that old school grandpa in him too, bro.
Yeah.
New school grandpa be like, yeah, I stole the bed.
Yeah, I stole the bed. Yeah, they don't care. I don't care. Yeah, I was smoking weed with the security guard. They know that. I don't care. It was Cool Mo D. What else could I mean, who's gonna pass up a chance to smoke weed with Cool Mo D? That's a present day grandpa. Cool Mo D, I don't know. You may not smoke weed. I'm sorry if I've accused you. I don't want to accuse you. This is just hyper. Mr. D, I just want you to know that I'm not accusing you of smoking marijuana. His friend, Dr. Overby, comes back, and I don't, it's so minor, but I don't know what it is. He comes back and he starts, because he's talking about every woman he's hitting on. And he says, the woman inside is so nice. And he says, she makes a nice cup of coffee. That was a real compliment back in the day. And I don't know what that meant. But you always hear people saying, she do that coffee that makes you say that. He didn't say she was fine. He said she makes a nice cup of coffee. Is that that's a 40s HBCU compliment, I guess. Grandpa and friend go into the pit after he's done. He's like, hey, we good, right, Dwayne? Him and his friend enter the pit at the same moment, like in Back to the Future. Denise come right to Dwayne. You don't see one another? You don't. And I want to ask Russell, hey, Russell, didn't you just say about an hour ago, I came here to see you? And Denise is like, I'm so glad to see you, Grandpa.
They're going to homecoming. They're really not trying to see it. They
Come
see
on.
a little bit. I think it's a little bit.
Come on.
We
Grandpa.
see you a little bit, but not really trying to hang out
Grandpa.
with you like that.
Grandpa.
I mean, bro, you see Grandpa with his friend. They hanging out everywhere on campus, bro. They're all about homecoming. They're all about homecoming, bro.
Okay. Either way, Jaleesa, Maggie, and Denise, they're all in cahoots and they're ready. They're talking to Dwayne. Dwayne, you're the mascot. You're the conduit. You're going to help us. You're going to help us. What did they say? What did they say in the original Batman? You're my number one.
You're my number one. You You're my number one.
You're my number one.
Just grabbed him by his shoulders.
We go to the banquet. Sinbad, sighting number 2. He is the MC of the banquet. Does he always have to carry a football? He's also wearing his nighttime sport coat he wore his first time appearance. Okay, Sinbad, I get it. You're the football coach, but you don't have to carry a football to the actual homecoming banquet. I need to make a note. Denise, Maggie, and Grandpa Huxtable are sitting at a front table at Howard Homecoming Gala. That's about $5,000. that table's about $5,000.
Yeah, that is Hillman's. That is Hillman's gala, not Howard's.
That is $5,000 easy. That's a money table.
And please, might I add, please don't forget, Alvin Mack is now the linebacker, I guess, at Old Dominion. Somehow he left the program, Alvin Mack, famous linebacker from the movie The Program. He's linebacker for Old Dominion, I'm guessing.
And why do they all stand aside looking like Cobra Kai?
Why are they protecting a mascot?
But first, the guys that were standing in the homecoming banquet. Let me tell you something. I don't care if it's.
Why are they there?
That's what I'm saying. It's the night before homecoming game. Look, I've played people's homecoming. When we at Howard, we played people's homecoming. And you know what we were doing that night? We were going through walkthroughs in the hotel, in one of the rooms of the hotel. There's no way you're at a banquet sitting there with your arms folded. What the hell? I was
with Coach Sinbad.
With Coach Sinbad. Well, they were the opposition. That's the thing. You don't even see the Hillman team.
Why is the opposition at Hillman's banquet?
But Hillman's team is nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Because it serves our story. It serves our story. So Alvin Mack, I guess, or AKA Derek in this episode, him and the other guy.
Alvin Mack. He'll always be Alvin Mack to me.
They rush down to the very flimsy storage room. I do not know why they would why would they store it's for a weekend. Why would you store this in? It was horrible, like a storage room. And they're standing outside like they're protecting it.
Why are they protecting a mascot bear?
Yeah.
That is the question.
Do you have a game?
Why are you not in bed?
You have a game tomorrow, sir. Trust me. This is not happening, but it serves the story. Of course, we have Dwayne come down and they go through this whole, hey, fellas, we got to get in there, trying to get past him every which way he can. Then suddenly Denise comes down and, a cute face just throws them. Oh, coach is looking for you. Really? Oh.
Where'd they go? Where? So 80s, bro.
And I'm wondering,
so 80s, bro. At
the $5,000 table that they were sitting at, I want to know. Denise said, "Hey, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna be right back." And Jaleesa, let me state, this is the thing I really need to point out to you. Jaleesa, who has her solo in the choir, Maggie is sitting at the table. This whole episode is led up because Jaleesa and Maggie have pushed Denise to steal the bear head. This is our plan, Operation Yogi. They are not taking part in any of this.
They did not. They did not. You are right.
They are not taking.
I didn't even think about it.
They are not taking part. She was the one
who went and did everything, bro.
Everything,
bro.
They are not taking part in this at all. It's like Maggie's upstairs at the table, eating a crudité, having drinks. Jaleesa is getting her shine on with the choir. Oh my God. So Denise goes into the room. Dwayne is quote unquote covering for her. Then Grandpa.
Then have their wacky back and forth. Hey, how are we going to get the How are we going to get
But
the
here's the
mascot
question.
head?
Here's another question. Here comes Grandpa. Grandpa gets in, and then these two. It's not like you can really hide in this.
They back up into one another.
Into this 10 by 10 foot.
They backed into one another, right?
So she had a. Yeah, she had a bear head on.
Yeah.
But here's another question. Okay, it's like the dog who catches the car. What the hell were you going to do? Okay, you're here. Do you have a bag? You can't just walk around with a bear head.
Maybe they were. I mean, I assume maybe there's like a little door to go out the back door. You know, there's always a back door. There's always a fire escape outside of Whitley's window.
Not Whitley. Denise and Grandpa Huxtable have their moment. You know, I just wanted to do something I didn't do back then. I didn't want to shame you, Grandpa. I didn't want to embarrass you.
You sound like
what?
You sound like Jamie Foxx in Any Given Sunday. Oh, I'm outside and I'm out. The street lights are coming on, and he was imitating Al Pacino.
Oh my God! Yeah, so they
and the dinner bell's on and ringing.
But what? You stupid. But what gets me is that after they have this moment, they just leave. They just leave, and we're upstairs back at the $5,000 table, sitting there, and Dwayne is running around being chased by a man with no bear head on his head. Like,
yeah, why are they chasing him?
I don't know.
I was wondering that too. I was like, wow, they're chasing Dwayne. Why?
Where's the bear head?
Why is Dwayne, who is the mascot, showing everybody his face? Without the mascot.
I mean, wait, both of them. Both of them. You're the mascot. Why are you showing your head? Why are you showing your face?
Literally the worst mascots you will
in the
ever
history
come across.
Of mascots. They would get their mascot cards, their mascot's card taken away from them. You are now out of the society of mascots. We're done.
Nobody's supposed to know who the mascot is.
Ever.
And yet we know who both mascots are.
And yet we know who both. Then, after this resolution, and we get to go out with Jaleesa and her mighty solo, even though I'm still mad at you because you didn't help Denise. You are Maggie. You wound her up to steal this bear head. I don't want to do this because my grandpa said, that's just cold. It's like your friend who just tells you, hey man, I'm right here for you. And you turn around and they're gone. It's
what
like,
we used to say back in the day? I got your back. Way back.
Thank you very much. And then we have the last scene where we basically are in Whitley's room. Whitley is asleep, who has literally nothing to do with this story. And we are
Whitley.
Huh?
Go ahead. I'm trying to remember this.
She basically has nothing in this story. She's at the top. Hillman, when they're decorating the decorating the gym. That's the only time we really basically see it in this. I mean, she's not in the story, and they want to mimic or make fun of, the horsehead scene from
from the Godfather.
The Godfather. It's like that's like, and it's just like, what? Like, we don't know who stole it.
If that is not 80s, I know I'm hung up on 80s sitcoms, bro, but I mean the characteristics are just so obvious, bro.
Man,
so obvious, bro.
I was like, what are they doing? I remember saying, what is this? And she just sees a bear head and she just yells like, really? Like the Godfather? Are you serious? I don't know where that came from.
I think they were hoping that somebody out of their demographic happens to turn on the station right at that moment, and they're like, "Oh, they're doing something with the Godfather. I wonder. I need to check this show out next week." No, they're not. They're not going to check your show out next week. They're not watching it next week. They don't care about your little homage to to the Godfather.
Yeah, it was just kind of it was strange. I was like, okay, if that, yeah, I said, all right, okay. Categories. Most HBCU thing. I have a tie. Just the idea of homecoming. It's because it's so HBCU. It's a big thing. It happens. I know homecomings happen at all universities.
They do, but
not like
HBCU is a different.
It's different. It would be, if anything, it's like Greek organizations at a black university and Greek organizations at a white.
I think, in fact, I remember going to a game, I think at NC State, and somebody just happened to mention it was their homecoming. I was like, really?
It's like, oh, is it? Yeah. The tie for me was somebody bringing home cooking to a student. Now, being that we're from New Orleans. It's 17 hours at least away.
17-hour drive.
17-hour drive. So it's like we don't have anybody bringing home cooking. And man, the only time if I can talk about home cooking, when I roomed with Paul Ramsey is my roommate in college, and his mom came up and she brought food, and okay, you brought it for your son. I didn't, I thought nothing of it. It's like, that's for your son. And then she said, this is for you too. It is? It is?
Just warms your soul, man.
It just
warms your heart. Ooh,
let me tell you something. I shared a Native American tear, like from that little commercial back in the day. I shared a tear. But then I saw the food. That woman made lasagna. Miss Ramseur, God rest her soul. That woman is an angel. That lasagna, it felt like Carmela Soprano made that soprano.
Wow.
And when I tasted it, I shed a glory tear, like Denzel. That's way different. That's way different than a Native American tear. That glory tear, oh my God. So as far as home cooking, that is so HBCU. Maybe it happens at PWI. I don't know, but I'm just saying. Your emotion?
Mine was just old alumni coming back, still acting the fool when they come back to homecoming. It is so HBCU-ish, bro. When I go back to Howard homecoming, you see some of the same antics, bro. Same antics. I have to include myself in those antics.
I'm glad. In the past 20 years, I bet you were somewhere involved in those antics. I guess you were. Yeah. The least HBCU thing to me was this whole prank thing.
Snatching mascots. That was mine too. Snatching mascots. Like, that's something that you would see in a high school, something about a high school homecoming. Secondly, it's two colleges. Like, it's two different campuses. This is not two high school campuses. It's two college campuses.
Yeah.
How do you get to an actual mascot? How do you even know where to look?
I'm not making that.
It honestly is one of the most ridiculous, plots I've ever seen that goes with an HBCU.
No, it's not.
Inside joke.
Is it? No, it's not. Hip hop song drop. The Show by Slick Rick and Dougie Fresh. Let me tell you something. When that thing dropped in any party, it was. You know how were you there when the Choice Is Yours? Not Choice Is Yours, but what was I'm about to say Engine number 9. That's how the show was. That's how that's how the show.
92 engine number on the New York Transit line.
That is how the show was when I was at Howard. That's how the show was. Oh my God. Dun, dun, dun. Oh my God. Your hip hop drop?
I can't remember how the song. I was about to hit it for you, but I couldn't even remember the start. That's a shame. I might get my card taken. But Gizmo's chilling. What more can I say? Top billing.
Ooh, wow.
Oh, anyway. Milk is chilling. Gizmo's chilling. What more can I say? Top billing.
Yes.
I could just picture them 87, 88 dropping that at the homecoming, the big homecoming party.
That is something to see.
That is y'all's engine number 9 right there.
Woo, man. DFM, Denise's funny moment.
Yeah, bro.
Maggie goes up to Denise and says, "Guess who's got a solo in the choir?" And Denise says, "Not you." I was like, damn. I was like, Denise, you got me. I said, Denise, you got me with. You got. Not you.
You know what? I actually had non-applicable for this, but now that you mentioned it, I gotta go with that one too.
She said,
I do recall it.
I was like, don't call me back. I said, Maggie, like her face was broken when she said she didn't know how to respond to it. Like, not you.
Denise said, I can get a good one off every once in a while.
Yes, she can. For me, the episode's funniest moment, and it's so another subtle thing. Willie was in the first scene when she said, Hillman. And Sinbad looked at her like, the look on his face like, what is wrong with you? Like, Sinbad's look alone was just worth, it was worth $500,000 to me. Like, it was a look of disdain, doubt, and anger all at the same time.
Oh, man. HBCU grad?
My HBCU alum needed as a guest star. I had Savannah State alum Shannon Sharp is the other schools' offensive coordinator. He and Walter played ball together in college, and because of his red hair, he nicknamed Walter Pippy, short for Pippi Longstocking. So he always, through the whole episode, he's going, "Hey, Pippy. Hey, Pippy, what up, Pippy?" and Walter Oaks hates it. Hey, Pippy. That reminds me when he was on Hard Knocks. Goof. Shannon Shaw.
Skip.
Look at Skip. And he just goes, the whole episode. What up, Pippy? There you go. Man. I see you, Pippy. I know what you're going to do, but I hate you because I know what you're going to do.
Debbie Allen, as an old friend of Grandpa and the doctor, and telling them, Russell, I remember when you wanted to steal that old stupid bedhead. That's that one line.
That's it.
That's that one line.
That's it. Nothing you wanted to get with me. None of that. I remember you wanted to steal that old stupid bed and just walk off. That's all.
Still out here trying to steal those stupid bedheads.
Joe. With your dumb ass, Russ. You was dumb. You was dumb in 35. You was dumb in 35 and you dumb in 87. What's wrong with you?
Oh, man.
Oh my God. That is it for episode 3. I gotta say, I gotta take a moment for our sponsor, the Blacklog. Is brought to you by Fade to Black Funeral Homes. Death is a part of life, so put life into your death with tattoo artists, t-shirt printing on site, Fade to Black Funeral Homes. And now, episode 8, titled If Chosen, I May Not Run. I think that's a play on maybe election, politics. If chosen, I may run. I run, yeah. Maybe. Written by Thad Mumford and Dr. William H. Cosby.
Oh, how about that? Right there with track.
Come, you need to do an episode about track.
Yeah.
You know I'm combustible, huxtable. The people will love that. They'll love it. Do it. I have a history. Storyline is Denise joins the track team. And oh my God, she has to learn that it takes work. That's what it comes to. She has to learn.
I'll wait till you get to that part.
That she learns, oh my God, it takes work. The B story is Maggie is looking for a library book. We open in the library. Maggie enters the library to talk to Jaleesa, who now is working in the library.
Yeah, I was like, wasn't she busting tables in the pilot episode, bro?
Yeah. Three episodes ago, you were in the cafeteria, and now you're doing this. Where, I mean, she's bounced from job to job like Denise bounced checks.
Yeah.
Maggie needs a macroeconomics books to do a paper, but it's checked out. But Jaleesa, being the librarian that she is going to do her due diligence and a little extra to help her get that book, or at least find out who has it.
Bro, can I tell you that I have no friends who would take the time to do that, bro? And I have no problem with it, bro. If one of my boys worked down in undergrad library and I say, hey, bro, I'm looking for such and such book. I can totally picture
it's out.
Any one of them.
It's out.
You better go check. You better go look in that card catalog.
It's out. You gonna keep saying it's out. Hey man, they say it's out. Then it's out. What you expecting more from me? That's all they get.
What you want me to do, bro?
What you want? Denise comes in to tell Jaleesa, I can't stress enough with her 1.7 GPA, that she ran fast in physical education class, and the teacher had to go tell the assistant track coach, Walter Oakes, that you need to see this girl. For real, you need to see this girl.
You know what, though? That's kind of how, I mean, I know in high school, like I know one of my boys, he got on the track team. I think he did, I believe it was a high jump. I don't remember. I think they saw him dunk.
Guess what? In high school. But
they might catch you in college. No, they won't.
No, they won't. Oh my God, they're talking.
All that Hillman.
I would love to see Miss Johnson. I think about physical education. I would love to see Miss Johnson or Miss Toller go up to William P.H. Moultrie, Olympic track team assistant coach, AD, and the head of the track team say, I just saw this fast boy named Rod E. You need to look at him now. The hell is wrong with you? I can see Moultrie. What the hell is wrong with you, woman? I don't know what the hell that's wrong is. The hell is wrong? That's not. But for story's sake, we gonna go with this. We gonna go with this.
Don't forget to tell us who the track coach is.
Oh, the assistant track coach is Walter Oakes. He is also assistant football. And the thing is, he got a whistle around his neck this time.
Right, he must have graduated in sports, bro. I didn't even know that was a major, bro. I think he graduated in sports, bro.
Yeah, he does it. Oh, as far as
he graduated, he did undergrad in sports, and now he's getting his master's in sports. Just sports.
Denise is excited. She goes back to the dorm, hops on the payphone, and makes a collect call. I have to makes a collect call home to tell Heathcliff I am on the track team. I until this episode, I honestly didn't realize how much in the first 8 episodes they kept going back to the Huxtable home. They kept connecting this show to the Huxtable to remind you, hey, this is connected to the Cosby Show, just to let you know. She tells Dr. Huxtable, Heathcliff, he says, Dad, I'm on the track team. He goes, how? I ran a 7,260 meters. So, I had to look that up. And from what I've read, between 6.5 and 7.5 seconds is a good time.
Okay.
For the 60 meters. So I said, okay, that's some reality there. So I get how Cliff might be impressed, especially with his disappointment in Theo. And he's kind of, he's kind of hanging. Because Sandra's not doing anything. Theo's done. I know Vanessa's not.
Hey, Sandra. Sandra's at, where is it, Harvard? No.
Princeton.
Yeah, I think she covered all her bases, bro.
Yeah.
I think Sandra covered everything.
So I think, I'm trying to understand, maybe this is Heathcliff's last hope right here. Because we don't know. Rudy, and we don't know what the future's bringing. And guess what? They didn't have it. They didn't have any athletic ability, as we saw later on. Mm-hmm. I just can't get over. It's yeah, but I know how the Huxtable's about money. Y'all paying real money for college, right? And you're even recognizing, are you sure you can do this? Could you just get some decent grade? Could you get a 2.0, please?
I was just wondering because, he tells her, hey, don't let this interfere with your schoolwork. Everything is interfering with her schoolwork. She has a 1.7, bruh. The NCAA is going to suspend the team once they find out what her GPA is.
You're not eligible to be on the track team.
She's gonna come in third place, and they're gonna say, "Hey, you are suspended. Why is this girl running?"
This child is a money trap. She called you collect. Did you hear? She called you collect. She's a money trap. We cut to the next day, and Gilbert Hall, Denise's first track meet. She rolls inside like she is Nelson Mandela returning from prison, and they are cheering her on. There are 9 or 10 people that have gone to see her go to a track meet. And this is all off of a PE teacher saying, hey, this girl should be
I remember that I had the same, I don't remember specifically watching, the day I watched the show, but I do remember having a feeling thinking that she won the race. Only to find out that she came in 6th.
And wait, they ain't got but 8 lanes on the track. You finished 6th. You are in the bottom third. Wait, and then it wasn't you alone. You was on a relay team with 3 other failures.
Yeah.
It was a relay team. Also, here's something else. What the hell is the 200-meter relay?
I have no idea.
Not the 400-meter relay.
I have no idea.
The 200-meter relay. 4 people are running 50 meters.
I have no clue, bro.
And y'all finished 6th. I can't stress enough. There are 8 lanes on the track. My God.
If you think about it, I feel like whenever Hillman goes with their sports teams, they lose. They may have won.
They are fawning over her after a 6th place finish like she is Sha'Carri Richardson.
Sinbad made sure, Walter made sure to let people know that her form was awful.
He did, which was funny. But again, why are you so invested in Denise? Oh my God. And then the moment that just makes me laugh. Virgil, the star of the track team, comes by to return her bag that, of course, she forgot on the bus.
Yeah.
So I see you tomorrow at practice. What?
Practice? Practice?
Like,
Yeah.
the whole episode is premised on the fact that this
You had, like... you have to at least know that there is at least a practice. Maybe she was surprised saying, yeah, we practice every day. Maybe that could surprise her. Maybe. But the mere subject of practice comes up and you're like, what? So obviously when she got picked for the track team or placed on the track team, obviously they had a track meet the very next day because it all happened at PE at the physical education class, and then they found out and they said, "Hey, why don't you come run this track meet tomorrow? Why don't you come join our 200-meter relay team? Who we don't know how, you don't know how to pass a baton, you don't know how to take it. You just gonna run.
You just risk eligibility for your team with a 1.7 GPA.
Obviously, your team was not very good for you to make that risk. Obviously.
Next day, Gilbert Hall lobby. Whitley is doing yoga. Her excuse is because she needs space and she doesn't want to funk up her bedroom. That's what it basically was. I don't want to think of.
There was also some part, I don't know where it was. You may not remember this. For some reason, I put this down in my notes that Jaleesa referred to Denise as a marginal student. Marginal?
She did. She said,
"What are your standards?
What are
y'all standards?
What are
Can y'all give me some standards?"
1.7 is marginal. Oh my God. Denise, yeah, basically Denise comes downstairs and mentions her newfound track. The scene was just kind of there. I think it was there to see Whitley. We're there. We have Whitley. We pay for Whitley. We need to put Whitley.
I mean, if you really think about it, obviously that this season it's obvious that Lisa Bonet is supposed to be the star of the show. But as you go on, as we find out, you really don't have per se stars of the show, which I think made that show even better.
Yeah. As the time, you start to focus on some people as time went on, but it was an ensemble in a big. Yeah. We go back to the dorm room. Jaleesa has tracked down, or at least the guy who had the book. Maggie would come to realize that the guy had loaned the book to some other people. So she's still tracking it. Denise returns home from practice and she's hurting. She's hurting bad. Like, oh my God, this is crazy. And she explains how she doesn't want to disappoint her dad since her father and grandfather both supposedly ran track, which makes me question because just last week, Grandpa Huxtable was in the band.
Well, why are you trying not? You know how you can not disappoint your parents? By getting better grades. How about that?
Yeah, there's that. I mean, if you're in I guess a HBCU band in 1935 is not like HBCU band today. I'm about to say, you running track, you're tired if you're doing both of these things. But yeah, she doesn't want to. She calls Heathcliff, and Heathcliff. He's pretty funny talking about. It's like he's pretty funny talking about giving your stopwatch. I'm gonna send him a stopwatch. It's like that type. I'm gonna send him a stopwatch to you and all that. He's and that's
nobody wants your stopwatch. How about that?
And it's tugs at Denise's heart or whatever. We move to Gilbert Hall porch next evening. Virgil and Denise, Virgil the track star of the star of the track team, and Denise discovers that they hate practice too, but it's a part of Like, we're not a fan. We're not a fan. We don't love it. It is what it is. You know?
There aren't many people, I think, in general, who really like practice. I mean, don't get me wrong, you do have pro athletes who they believe in practice and they go hard in practice and how they
you know what?
practice,
There are pro people who enjoy practice.
Yeah.
But
for most people.
But how about this? The pros who they enjoy practice when they don't like it, but I'm here, so I need to enjoy it. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense for me to feel bad about it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, she learns, you know, and they have a discussion. They get into this, I guess it's not a weird discussion, but she says about a Coney Island hot dog. I never understood the obsession with a Coney Island hot dog. It's a hot dog.
Yeah.
She talked about it with such fervor and the love and the mustard. That's like in a toasted bun. It's a hot dog, Denise. And he talks about it.
It's easy for me to go off on a hot dog, but I've never had it, so I'll leave it alone.
I mean, it's a hot dog.
Yeah.
we basically,
But you know what? Think about it. We used to get those half smokes at Howard.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
we talk about half smokes. Oh,
okay.
Half smokes. Half smokes used to be rolling. Ooh, those half smokes.
Yeah, you're very. I realized something after we had talked. I was telling you how the last scene in the girls' bedroom. Like I was like, I don't understand the purpose of this, but I realized it was only here to wrap up Maggie's story. That's really what it was, and it was like 4 minutes of what?
You know what? Before that though,
I know you're listening out there. I just want to state the last scene. They're in the room and they start singing. If Maggie's singing "Muskrat Love," and then Denise and Jaleesa think it's silly, and then Jaleesa says, "Okay, name 5 songs that you think that you like that are embarrassed by," and it becomes
embarrassed for people to know that you like it or something.
Yeah, and it's not funny. I don't know how to say it any other way.
I actually thought of some songs, but I'm not embarrassed about any of the songs. I literally just picked 5 songs that I know, but not to mention, I don't even think anybody even know. Like 9 to 5 used to be rolling.
Yeah, it kind of was.
Along the building?
Yeah, it was kind of rolling. I don't see the problem with that. I didn't see the problem.
Right, 9 to 5, bro. 9 to 5, come on.
Man, yeah.
Let's get physical.
Yeah, they were all number ones. I was like, is it that bad? Honestly, the Rockin' Robin was the silliest thing to me.
Yeah, they can keep that. Adamant, goody 2 shoes.
I mean, they didn't say that. If they'd have said that, I was
I'm saying it.
I'm saying, okay, yeah. So yeah, and then Maggie is suddenly alerted that she can get the book, and that wrapped up our episode.
Also, want to point out that Virgil talked about the buffalo wing.
He did. It was the beginning. It was kind of the buffalo wing was just kind of beginning at that time too.
Very first time hearing about buffalo wings.
Yes.
Paid attention to it.
At that, yeah, no. Didn't really. It was the nascent years of the buffalo wing. My most HBCU thing was call and collect.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I heard somebody say collect call. Yeah, I know that. Mine
was track team.
Yeah, an HBC track team is important.
Bro.
My least HBCU thing was Whitley doing yoga in the lobby, like somebody.
I have that. Yoga in the lobby.
Like
yoga
somebody
in the
would.
Lobby. Yeah.
Like somebody wouldn't have checked her ass. You better get your ass. Somebody would have.
Back in '87, yoga.
Yeah.
2024 yoga.
Different.
Yeah.
My hip hop song dropped. How You Like Me Now by Kool Moe Dee. Because that's she's a track star. Like, I'm this, but I don't like you now because you're not good. And you're just running the 7-2 in the 60. But could you could you help your grades up, get your grades up a little?
I mean, she won't be on the team long anyway, even if she practiced because, a 1.7.
True. DFM, Denise's funny moment.
Well, I got it. I did.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Go ahead.
Mine. Denise! How low can you go? Death row or the brother know?
Where?
Public Enemy, bring the noise. Public Enemy, bring the noise.
With the track star, becoming a track star. Yeah, that could work. That could work. Denise's funny moment. I had the one when she was on the phone hurting. That was kind of funny when she was hurting and talking to Cliff. And like Cliff was talking to her. She was. That was kind of funny to me. Did you think like that kind of her on the phone, that conversation? I guess it.
I mean, not to me. It wasn't funny at all.
No, it wasn't funny at all. I don't know how you found that funny ride at all.
I'm just going to give a Denise, just a Denise shout out, bro. I couldn't find. I just couldn't. Bro.
Really, I thought it was funny when she wasn't trying to be funny. She was just hurting. She was in pain. But okay. I will say, I think the episode's funniest moment was Cliff. When he was talking about the stopwatch, and he said, "Yeah, I was saving it for Theo, but he has proven to be slow." I said, I hate to give it to Cliff Huxtable, because it's not. But I was like, when he said, "Yeah, he has proven to be slow," I was like, God, that was pretty funny right there. Did you have a funniest moment in the episode?
I haven't. I've been sticking to Denise's funny.
Understood. I know. I just came. I was just wondering. Whitley shade. I think her one scene was just shade. It's like the writer said. Focus group said we need some Whitley. That's that was it.
You know what? I totally forgot to even look for that moment during the scene. I had it. I didn't. I forgot. That's on me. I totally forgot to even look for it.
Wow.
Whitley shade.
Damn.
My
That's cool. My HBCU alum and guest star in what role is 100-meter Olympic gold medal winner and Tennessee State alum Wilma Rudolph as the hater track star that doesn't like to shine that Denise is receiving. Wilma Rudolph was like,
what school did Wilma Rudolph go to?
Tennessee State.
Tennessee State? Yeah.
Yes, Tennessee State. Tennessee State. I hate to ask. But your HBC alum?
Got Debbie Allen.
What school she go to?
At Howard University, HU. The real HU, I might add. But Debbie Allen is as Denise is walking off the track with her 6th place finish, she says, "Girl, you got to get your form together," and walks off.
Swear to God, I hate you. Hate you. Oh my God, man!
As we come into the end, I actually thought of another category that maybe we can throw it every once in a while. What happened during this episode where something? What could have happened in this episode? Basically, just to end it early. So basically, instead of, in other words, you know how when you look at like horror movies, and we always say, well, that was a black person. If that was a black person, he would have ran it at the end of the movie. What could have happened in this episode to end it early?
Oh,
and I'm thinking, Denise.
Early? You want to hear what I think off the top of my head?
Yeah.
Heathcliff saying, "Why? Why? Why? No, I'm spending a lot of money, and you can't. I don't care. But Dad, I ran a 7.2. Could you get a 2.0, please?
That was my thought, bro. Basically, it's in that realm, which was, Walter Oak saying, what is your GPA? Oh, you don't qualify. Episode over.
That was I can hear. You don't qualify. I can see him saying that'd be funny. You don't qualify.
Credits.
Now, what you want? Yeah, you can't do nothing. Nobody, the NCAA won't allow you to. You can't run here. That's it.
Cue harmonica. Ooh.
I know my parents love me. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I don't know how many times we can actually add that category in, but I was just sitting up here thinking, like, you're not even supposed to be running. Like,
NCAA rules say you don't.
You can literally get Hillman College.
Yeah.
Get Hillman College track team kicked out.
Kicked out of the NCAA. Or just like on penalty. Suspended. Yeah. Just suspend the whole program because you put a 6th place
1.7 who didn't even get a practice. Who never got practice.
Where we going with this?
Bruh, you know what? I'm going back. I do have a funny moment. When Denise found out she had to go to practice. That actually was funny.
Practice? We talking about practice? We talking about practice? Come on, man.
When he said it, when Virgil said it, she was kind of like, practice? I mean, you can see, like, all of the happiness just washed off her face, bro.
It's
like,
just not registering with her. It's just not registering at all with her. What is this practice thing? I just show up for meets, right? Like, what's his name? What's that movie? Fast Times at Ridgemont? I thought they just flew him in for games. I thought they just flew him in for. What you thought? What you thought, Denise? They just gonna fly you in for meets? What is wrong with you? Oh my God, man! Oh my God!
He really goes here? I thought they just flew him in for games.
Oh my God! You know what? This has been another very fun episode. I don't know if anybody out there is watching, but we are tickled pink.
We sure
we're tickled pink. I'm not gonna lie. We're just tickled pink by this whole goddamn thing. So, I gotta say, hey man, I want you all, hopefully you will keep watching. You know what I mean? This is the Blacklog. We do this. Like I say, we talk about TV, film, music, and we digress and drink coffee. Serious gourmet shit.
Hey, remember, you can find the Blacklog on YouTube. Hit subscribe. We also can be found on podcasts on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And give us a 5-star rating. Or if you don't think we need a 5-star rating, just give it to us anyway. And we'll make sure to be better next time.
We'll try harder. So, from myself and my co-host, Ryan, it's been another Blacklog. See ya next week.